this is the second video in relation to what's going on towards me in San Diego, California as a result of being a target of gang stalking. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make this digital audio file, and I'm going to hope to download it to Walmart's, to the machine in Walmart's, so it can be downloaded to a DVD, CD-ROM, or DVD, whatever they call it. Excuse me, I got a cold. Sorry, you keep predicting if you're going to cough or sneeze when you're making a video. My name is Leslie Karen Williams. I want to show you something. I'm a target of gang stalking, and I can't show you the actual predictions right now because they're gonna show up in another post, another video. But I'm gonna show you something right here that I do have out. It's called predictions of assaults or arrest, and it's what it is. It's a copy of a Gmail file, Gmail email file, and it's got a date on it right there. It says this one says November 19th, 2011. And as you can see, I make other ones when it comes to things that they might do. Gang stalkers threatening to steal money out of my bank account, and this is the one right here. Now this is a copy of the one right here that I caught them. Now it's hard to see because of the way the sun is. Look at the date on this one. September 29th, 2011. Says it right there. September 29th at 7 p.m. The sun is giving me a huge problem here. Anyways. Alright, so it says printing out Barbara Boxers, Privacy Act consent form at the University of San Diego on 9/29/2011. On 9/29/2011, and you can see right here it says 9/29/2011 at 2:05 p.m. out of this account. The Appline account. Okay? Now, on the same thing, I'm going to keep it on the piece of paper, but I'm going to scroll down and find it. Oh, it says it right here. It says it. Their response will maybe to come after me concerning where I live at currently, or to stage a event or assault either with or without witnesses along any of my routes, which includes. Okay, which includes. Let's see now, it says, which includes transportation, okay, or bicycle, or, no, which includes anywhere I go along my routes, and this additionally includes the transportation routes, walking or public transportation, or bicycle that I use to get there. Now, what this is a prediction that was made on September 29th, 2011 at 2:05 p.m. in an email file. It was also copied and pasted to a Word document and then saved to USB drive, and it was also printed out, which is basically what this is right here in its entirety. All of this. That's what all of this is right here. And as you can see, it was printed out on 9/29/2011. And it literally states, I'm reading it right now, it says, their response will maybe to come after me after me concerning where I live at currently, or to stage a event or assault either with or without witnesses along any of my routes, which includes transportation, which includes anywhere I go along my routes, and this additionally includes the transportation routes, walking, public transportation, or bicycle that I use to get there. Okay? 10.5 days later, I'm brutally assaulted on an MTS bus, which is public transportation. Again, I will read it. It says, their response will maybe to come after me concerning where I live at currently, or to stage a event or a assault, either with or without witnesses along any of my routes, which includes anywhere I go along my routes, and this additionally includes the transportation routes, walking, public transportation, or bicycle that I use to get there. This email file that states this in it, right there, it says it right, let me see where it's at. Oh, walking, transportation, which additionally includes transportation routes, walking, public transportation, or bicycle that I use to get there. And as you can see on the same page, September 29th, 2011, and this is in reference to the email file that states printing out Barbara Boxer's privacy and consent form at the University of San Diego on 9/29/2011. Okay, and as you can see, it's from this account right here, Apple Line 77, which is the account the San Diego police had that I gave them, and it says it right there. Where does it say that? Oh yeah, right there. Transportation, and the sentence above it, it says public at the end of the sentence above it, walking along, additionally includes the transportation routes, walking, public, transportation, or bicycle that I use to get there. And at the bottom of the page, it shows 9/29/2011. And 10.5 days later, which is barely over a week later, I'm brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. The MTS video, the video that was sent to me in reference to that assault from MTS was altered, and was discovered by me to be altered the second I put the CD-ROM in the computer. They sent the CD-ROM to me in the EXE format, extension format, which meant that it could not be downloaded to YouTube. So what I did was I took a fast video picture. I tried to download it to YouTube, and it failed. I even created a brand new Gmail account in order to be able to create a brand new YouTube account to attempt to download that video into a brand new YouTube account so I could put it online. And it wouldn't, because they sent it to me in the EXE format. And so what I did was I got out my video camera that I'm holding right now, and I took a video of what was altered. Okay? And so this is what we have to understand here. Now, as far as the video goes, they sent me the video, the altered video, on a flimsy CD-ROM. I didn't really notice how flimsy it was, though, at that time, because my goal was to hurry up and take that CD out of the computer because of the way I've been sabotaged over at the University of San Diego. And that's going to be explained in other video files that I'm making, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to, I'm hoping that the Walmart machine down here at Walmart will be able to, I'm hoping that it's allowed that all the videos I'm making right now are going to be able to be transferred over to DVD, because I made 5 last night and they would not let me transfer any of them except for 1. And that capability was brought about through the capabilities that are described in the remote neural monitoring file. How they can literally piggyback on the frequency of any device, tape recorder, cell phone, this digital camera, and go in and edit or alter or delete anything that is stored in these devices, so that the data cannot be scrutinized by the public, literally. And it literally states it, literally, in the remote neural monitoring file. And GangStalking expeditions do not like public exposure because of who's involved in it. The police, the fire department, members of the district attorney's office. This assault also took place 1.5 days after I went down to the San Diego district attorney's office and told them I was a human trafficking target as a result of being a gang stalking target, and that I had a that there was an extreme likelihood that the San Diego police were involved with it. And 1.5 days later, not even 36 hours later, I was brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. And then they sent me a video that was totally 100% altered. That's already online as far as me taking a video of sections of the video that they sent me. So I took the CD-ROM out of the computer because they had literally sabotaged. While I was working on things over at the University of San Diego, I'd be like writing a post, and I'd have 10,000 words written, and they'd go in and totally shut down the whole page. And I go to bring it back up, and all the work's gone. That's why at times I have had to copy and paste my work while I'm in the middle of it to a Gmail account, and then go back and attempt to finish it, because they were constantly shutting down my web pages while I'm in the middle of work. So what I'm trying to point, and a bunch of other stuff that they do over at the University of San Diego in reference to what I'm doing online. So when they seen that I noticed that it was altered because I was putting a mouse cursor over the places that I were visually recognizing in the video as far as it being altered, they seen me moving the mouse around. I also had gang stalkers walking by my vicinity at the University of San Diego and acting like, damn, we got a problem now. You got to understand what I'm talking about here. I deal with these people every single day, okay, and their goal is to purposely get around me to make me notice their harassment. So when they feel threatened about anything, they have because a lot of them they use are young kids who don't know how to not show their emotions, literally. And all I got to do is basically look up and basically see what their attitude is like for the day. And this is no lie. This is what gangstalkers do. They literally sit around you to observe what you're doing online, and also they're communicating with the host and director who is using the remote neural monitoring on me, literally. And what he'll do, hang on a second. What they do with remote neural monitoring is they literally harass you concerning your evoked potentials. And if you don't believe me, type in remote neural monitoring at YouTube and listen. Especially listen to the NYC Chronicle videos. They're pretty good videos. She doesn't have the technical education in order to be able to thoroughly describe exactly what's being utilized towards her. But understand this and be clear. She does very well in describing what they're doing. Okay, she doesn't have the technical expertise to describe exactly how they're doing it, though. I do, because I took electronics in school, and I also studied the brain for over 4.5 years because of my learning disabilities. And so when you look at the bioelectric aspects of the brain and how that is directly incorporated within the technology of remote neural monitoring, then you can understand that evoked potentials can be read in real time. And then the individuals who hold the remote neural monitor basically communicate with the gangstalkers on campus about when to do a certain thing to make me feel like I'm being harassed in reference to the evoked potentials that are being processed. And if you don't believe me, type in gangstalking and Gloria Naylor. She's a very good, I think there's a Wide-Eyed Cinema in reference to, she called up on some talk show interview, and she talked about how she was literally in her face harassed concerning something that she processed, which are thoughts, evoked potentials, and they literally harassed her within like a 2-hour period concerning what her evoked potentials were. Remote neural monitoring, you just have to look at it this way. Remote neural monitoring is not online for no reason. It's not technology that is there. It's literally there online for you to read for no reason. This technology exists, and the fact that the patents and everything that are directly the patents of it are not online for no reason. This is technology that literally exists. So this is what they do. They literally will harass a target based on anything a target does physically and their evoked potentials, because the whole goal is to make a target feel victimized and re-traumatized. And why do they do that? Because they want to break a target down so they can get custody of a target to take everything a target's got, and to brain and train them for prostitution. And this is what I meant when I described it in the earlier segment of this video and the video before, is how they're into human trafficking. They get a hold of women and people on disability, and they try to entrain them for prostitution. And that's all done once they get them in isolated environments that they control through the syndicated individuals within the system. And that's all done by them getting power of attorney of the target once the target breaks down as a result of them being destitute, which is all created by them covertly, by them stealing the rent of a target, making them homeless, wrecking the target's vehicle by deliberately causing a vehicle accident. They did that to 2 of my cars. Literally. It's all over the internet who they are. I'm going to stop this so I can make sure that the time limit is that it's able to be downloaded to YouTube, because YouTube video can only be 15 minutes long, and I'm going to continue this on the next video file.